notification, you set particular light for the notification. Say for example, if your device contains WhatsApp, at that time it contains red light, which is already set by the user. Similarly, if your device contains Facebook and you have set a green light for the notification, so whenever the message come related with the Facebook, at that time you will get green LED light notification on your device. So that is called LED light notification. And the last is called sound notification. That means when any message came into your device, at that time some beep sound will be played, right? So that notification is called sound notification. In this particular subtopic, we will cover 3 different applications, or we will develop 3 programs which is based on the notification, 2 programs which is based on the Vibrate notification, and 1 program which is based on the status bar notification. The last 2, that is LED light notification and sound notification, that concept we are not going to refer with the practicals. So we will definitely see 3 programs which is based on the notification. And in theory exam, if the question is asked that give the example of notification, at that time you can write any one out of 3. So let us start with the practical sessions based on the notification. The first program we have developed, that is called Vibrate notification. In this particular program, I have taken one widget which is called toggle button. Now see, the concept toggle button we have already referred in the unit number 2. Toggle button provides you the facility to either your button on or off, right? So when there is 2 possibilities only, at that time you can use toggle button widget. So I have placed toggle button in the design view. Now see, our program is based on the Vibrate notification, right? So first of all, you need to set the permission in the Android manifest file, right? Which permission you need to set? You need to set uses permission tag. After that, Android name. Which permission? I want to vibrate my phone. So for that, you need to set permission in the manifest file. Now remember one thing, that if you forgot to set the permission in the manifest file, at that time you are not able to execute your application. So without permission, your phone will not be vibrated. So be careful whenever you are going to develop such kind of application in the Android. At that time you need to set the permissions accordingly, and this permission is set into the Android manifest.xml file. One more thing I want to add over here, that you need to write this uses permission tag either before the application tag available in the manifest file or after the application tag available in the manifest file. That means don't write this permission tag inside application tag. So first of all, we will use the first file when we develop any application in the notification. At that time, Android manifest.xml is the first file in which we are going to set the permission. Now let us design our application, and by id. This is a method using which you can find particular object on the designing screen. Now see, I want to vibrate my phone. So for that I need to use vibrator class, and v1 is the object of vibrator class. One long variable I have defined, and the name of that variable is called pattern, and I have created the array of pattern variable. Inside that I have passed some numbers. You can observe this number, that each number contains equal difference. That means each number is the addition of plus 50. That means 0 plus 50, that means 50. 50 plus 50, that is 100. So there is an equal gap between two numbers. So whenever you run this particular program, at that time you will feel equal vibration on the device. It is due to this particular numbers. You can change this number to change the pattern of vibration, but right now you will feel the equal vibration on your device. After that, in Oncreate method, I have used v1 object, vibrator, get system service. Which service I need to have in the application? That is called vibrator service. As I have told you during the offline session, that each manager is responsible to perform some specific task. So we can say that each contains a separate role, and based on the assigned task it will work. So vibrator is responsible to provide the service which are related with the vibrator. So over here I will tell my application that I need to use vibrator service. So now v1 contains vibrator service. After that, t1.set on click listener, because we are going to click on a toggle view. After that you need to implement the on click listener over here, and you need to override that method. This code will automatically added into the application when you implement particular listener. After that, I have checked that if toggle button is checked means if toggle button is clicked, at that time what is my requirement? I want to start vibrating my phone, right? So for that I have one method called vibrate, and which can be used with the object of vibrator class. So v1.vibrate method, which contains two arguments. In first argument you need to write the pattern of your vibration, which is already defined using long data type over here. So over here I have used pattern variable, which is an array of long data type, and from where I want to start vibration of my phone. So over here I have placed 0. One more thing I have written over here, that is toast.makeText, right? When the vibration is started, at that time I want to print message on a screen that on, right? So you will get toast on a screen that vibration is on. Similarly, once again when I click on the same toggle button, at that time it will move into the else portion, and v1.cancel. So using cancel method you will stop the vibration of your phone. And at last, toast.makeText, using that it will off your vibration. So we have two methods used with the vibrator class and the object of vibrator class. Number one, v1.vibrate, which contains two arguments. In first argument you need to write the long variable, which contains a collection of array, and second argument contains from where you want to start the vibration of your pattern. And second method is called cancel method, which is responsible to cancel the vibration of your phone. Now let me copy these particular files and paste it into the Android Studio so that we can refer and see the output of this particular application. First of all, copy this particular line and paste it into the manifest file. Manifest file is available in the manifest folder. You just need to click over here and you have Android manifest.xml file. Double click on it. As I have mentioned in the theory that this particular line you can write after or before the application tag. So I can write it over here, or after terminating the application tag I can write. So use this permission. I have pasted in the manifest file. Let me save this particular file with Ctrl S. Now let me copy XML file. In XML file we have placed linear layout, as well as I have placed one toggle button. I have pasted this particular XML file which is copied from the notepad, and the last file which is called mainActivity.java, which is our coding file. Let me copy this particular code and paste it in our Java file, right? So if any error is there, at that time you will get red mark, but right now our file does not contain any error. Over here it shows in red color, but it is not error, right? It warns you that instead of 1500 you can use either toast.length_short, or you can use toast.length_long. So instead of this particular fixed value you can use this particular keywords, but right now I don't want to make any changes in this particular code. If you want to remove this red mark, at that time you can use toast.length_short or long. Now let me execute our application. Click on run and run application. Over here we are having emulator, so you will get output in this particular emulator. You need to wait for some time to get the output on emulator, because it contains all the packages which is installed in the Android Studio. So for some time you need to wait. Over here installation is in progress. Now launching activity, and at last your activity is there on the screen. Now see, we have toggle button over here. When I click on this particular button, at that time you will get on toast on screen. When I again click on particular toggle button, at that time you will get off on the screen. Now see, if you want to see the output of this particular application, because see, this is the emulator, that means this is the virtual device, right? You cannot get the vibration over here. So if you want to feel the pattern of your vibration, at that time you need to make the APK of particular file. So to make the APK of this particular file, click on build, click on build bundles and APK, click on build APKs. It will start building APK file. Over here from the status bar you will get the status of your current application. Now see, over here you have locate and analyze option. Click on locate option. You will directly get the path of your APK file. Now what you need to do, app-debug.apk. See, this is the APK file. Don't copy this JSON file. You just need to copy this file and paste it into your device. And after that, click on app-debug.apk file to install that particular APK. When you complete the installation of your APK file, at that time you will get the same output like this, right? But over here you will not get vibration. When you click on button, at that time your mobile will start with the vibration, and when you off your application, at that time it will stop vibrating the phone. So you will generate the APK in this way and copy it into the device. You need to install APK file to see the output of your particular application. So this is the first program which is related with the vibration of your phone. Now you can copy this particular program and again paste it into the Android Studio. We have only one changes in this particular program. See, in the coding section, designing will be same, manifest file will be same. You need to make only one changes over here, this long pattern array. So instead of this, you need to write like this. Let me share second file which is related with the vibration, this one, right? Instead of this particular long pattern, you need to write this 5 line. What I have created over here, I have taken 5 different integer variables. The first integer variable which is dot, right? So in dot I have placed 200, in dash I have placed 500. There are 3 other variables: short gap, medium gap and long gap. Short gap contains 300 value, medium gap contains 400 value, long gap contains 1000. Over here, inside long pattern variable, we have given fixed value in previous program, but over here we have started with the 0, and random pattern you can write over here. Random pattern means you can write dot, then short gap, then dot once again, then short gap, or any sequence you can write. Instead of dot, if you want to write long gap, right, then medium gap, then dot, then dash. So you can make a pattern like this, and based on that pattern you can feel vibration in your device. So remember one thing, that we have developed 2 programs which is based on the vibration. You need to copy first program and again paste it. Only the changes is what over here we have declared 5 different variables, and inside long pattern I have pasted and taken different types of patterns over here. There is no fix that after dot short gap will come, after short gap dot will come, right? But you need to make a random pattern of your array. Or if you don't want to use these variables, at that time you can directly give values inside the pattern array, right? And based on that it will produce output. The remaining code, like we have started vibration service over here, we have defined toggle button over here, we have fired set on click listener event over here. Then in the on click event, right, T1 is checked, which will return either true or false. If toggle button is checked, at that time your phone will start vibration, but it is based on the pattern. Pattern is nothing but it is array which is declared by the long data type. And if you want to cancel the array pattern, at that time v1.cancel method is there, and we have defined toast in, we have declared toast inside the button. so that I can get that vibration is started and vibration is stopped. So these two are the programs which is based on the vibration, right? So this is the first notification of vibration. Now let me explain the third program which is based on the status bar. So status bar notification is there, which is displayed in the form of text message in the status of your mobile, and this particular notification is used when you want to pass message from your mobile. So for that we have taken activity underscore main dot xml file directly. That means you do not need to set any permission. Why? Because as I have told you that status bar notification is the default notification. So in the manifest file you do not need to register any notification activity, right? So you can skip that portion. Activity underscore main dot xml file, which is used for the designing purpose. Inside that again we have placed linear layout and orientation would be of vertical. Now see, I have placed two buttons and text is what? Show notification and clear notification. So from the name of button only you can get that when I click on show notification button, at that time you will get notification on the mobile phone, and clear notification will clear the notification on the mobile. So in the designing portion I have placed two buttons. So naturally when you developed Java file over here, right, at that time you need to create two object of button class. You need to find view by ID for both the objects and set on click listener. This is the default task we always perform. Then implement on click listener. When you implement on click listener, at that time you will directly get overridden method of on click event. Now see, notification manager is a class. You need to create the object of notification manager in the onCreate method, right? What you need to do? You need to again get system service. Which service you need to have? Notification service. In the previous two programs, what we have used? We have used this dot get system service, and inside that context dot vibration service. So vibrator is the class we have used in previous two programs. Over here we have used the object of notification manager class. So over here inside bracket, instead of vibration, what you need to use? You need to use notification service, because notification manager is responsible to provide the service which is based on the notification. Now if first button is clicked, at that time I want to show the notification in the status bar, right? So for that, if arg of 0, this arg of 0 will come from the argument available on the onClick event, and this particular object is of view class. Now arg of 0 dot get id double equals to r dot id dot button 1. That means if button 1 is clicked, at that time you need to perform the following task. Otherwise you need to perform this particular code. Now let me explain the given code. In the given code, right, before that I have mentioned that this particular code is working on the API level of 11. Now don't ask me about the API level, because we have briefly discussed about the API level of each version. So after the API level 11 you can use the following code. So it will support on the API level 11. Now notification builder is the class. I have created the object of that class, and in the constructor of that I have passed this. That means I want the notification in the current application. Now see, there are various methods available with the builder class. So I have used B1 object, which is the object of notification builder class. First method is called set auto cancel. Inside that I have passed false. I will explain this after execution of particular program. So right now I skip this particular method. Next is called b1.set ticker. Inside ticker I have text one line. This is a ticker text. Generally you will get the output of this particular line when your mobile is off, right? So remember one thing, that when we execute our application, at that time you execute your application and you click on a particular button. So you will not get the output of this particular method, set ticker. It will display one time only when your device is off, and you will get notification at that time it started blinking on the screen. But right now our application is opened on the device, so you will not able to see the output of set ticker. Next is called set content title, set content text, set small icon, and set subtext. Now subtext is again supported after the API level 16. So before 16 you are not able to get the output of this particular method. Now one more thing I want to add over here, that now onwards whatever the program we are going to develop, that is based on the various versions of Android as well as various API level of Android. So it may be possible that in some of the students device the following APK will be executed, or some device will not get proper output on the mobile phone. So it is based on the API level as well as it is based on the versions of Android. Now over here subtext is available after the API level 16. Small icon you will get when notification is there. So when any message came from WhatsApp, right? So in the status bar you will get the icon of WhatsApp, right? So similarly over here, if you want to see the icon in the status bar, then you can use set small icon. At last we have m1 notify method, right? So what is m1? m1 is the object of notification manager class. So m1 notify, right? Inside that first argument is called notification ID. Now see, what is the requirement of notification ID? See, in future when you want to update the given notification, right, when there is a requirement of updation, at that time you need to have notification ID of your notification. So when I write 0 over here, that means this particular notifications I have built, that notification ID is 0. So in future when I want to update that ID, I want to update that notification, so I can update it from the notification ID. Over here in the same program you can see that this 0 is referred as a notification ID. Say for example, if you write 10, then you need to write 10 in the cancel. So it will execute the notification program based on the notification ID, and you can cancel the following notification based on the notification ID. So whatever the number you have written with the notify method, you need to write with the cancel method. Cancel will cancel the notification, and notify will notify the notification you have created. Remember one thing, that this is the notification we have just built or created, but when you want to notify the user or you want to get the notification in your device, at that time compulsory you need to write this particular line, that is m1 dot notify, then notification ID, and b1 dot build. b1 means what? We have used different methods with the b1 object. So this makes one bundle of the methods, and based on that you will get notification. And when you click on a clear notification, at that time else statement is executed and your notification will be cleared from the instrument or from the device. So let me save the following code in the Android Studio. Let me copy the XML file first and paste it in the activity underscore main.xml. Similarly, in the main activity.java file, let us copy the given code and paste it in the Android Studio. See, now there is no error in the given code. So let us execute our application. Click on Run menu, click on Run Application. You will get the output of this particular device, this particular application in your emulator, that means in virtual device, as well as you can again make the APK of this particular file and you can run in your device also. Now let me click on show notification. See over here, one Android logo is there, and when I stretch this, at that time, let me explain the given code. See, my application is the name of our application which we have developed. This is subtext. That means when you write subtext, it will displayed after the application. Then content title. That means from which application your message is received. So I have mentioned WhatsApp notification over here. That is the title of our content. Inside content text, what I have written, you have a new message. Now see, when I click on particular notification, you will not get anything over here, right? It will not take any action over here. So when I want to clear this particular notification, at that time I need to click on clear notification. So it will remove from this particular location. Again show notification will show, and this is the icon, set small icon, right? So you will get the icon over here. If you want to display the logo of particular application, at that time you need to copy that logo and paste it in the drawable folder. But be careful that your file name must start with the small letters. Then and then only you will get it over here after dot. So you need to copy it and paste it into the drawable folder. Let me show the location of drawable folder. You need to click on the resources. Over here in the drawable, we have two files which is already available with the drawable. One is called Foreground XML, which is the logo of Android, which is displayed over here. You can also use this file, IC launcher underscore background. So you will get this particular logo, and instead of this two, if you want to display any other logo, you need to copy and paste it inside the drawable folder, and you need to write the path over here with the set small icon method. So this is the program which is related with the status bar notification, right? And Click on clear notification will clear the notification. See over here in the notify method ID is there. Similarly in the cancel event you are having ID. So this should be equal in the notification ID as well as in the cancel ID. Now see, set auto cancel event is a method is there, not event. So in the set auto cancel, let me apply true. Let me again execute our application to refer the output of set auto cancel true. Now installation is there. Now our activity is launched. Now see, when I click on show notification, definitely you will get notification, you will get notification in the following area. But when I click over here, right, at that time what happens? It will not switch into the other application. Now let me clear the notification. Again show notification. Click on a show notification. Click on clear all. Will clear all the notification. So there is a show notification and clear notification, and you can use various methods related with the notification. Now let me share the notepad file regarding our today's session. The first notepad file, which is based on the simple vibration of your phone, you need to mention this in the journal. Let me scroll down up to activity_main.xml file. This is the designing file of Android Studio, which is in the form of XML. Let me scroll down up to toggle button. Import vibrator. Let me scroll down. This is the static pattern, we can call it, because there is a equal gap between two numbers. Let me scroll down up to T1 object. So this program you need to write in the journal, and phone vibration is there. Only two methods we have used. One is called vibration and another is called cancel. Now you need to copy this program and paste it in the another file. So that is the second program, right? I am not going to share all the code. First of all, you need to write the definition in this way. Then let me share the Java file. Only this much portion, whatever the portion I have highlighted, that portion you need to make changes, nothing else, right? Remaining code you need to write as it is. There is no change in the code in the previous program. Let me share the third notepad file, which is related with the notification of status bar. In this you do not need to mention any permission because this is the default notification. Let me mention over here default notification. So I do not need to take any permission to use status bar notification. So there is no use of manifest file. We can directly use designing. Inside linear layout, I have placed two buttons. One is called show notification, another is called clear notification. Let me share Java file. In the Java, you need to create the object of notification manager class, and there are various methods which can be used with the manager class as well as with the notification builder class. Over here, notification service, in previous two programs, service of vibrator. Let me scroll down up to one click. So this is the third program of our today's session. Over here we have completed notification portion of our syllabus. So in the unit number 4, notification, the notifying the user, notifying with the status bar, vibration of phone, customizing the notification services, and blinking the lights. Blinking the lights will not ask in the exam. So notification portion we have completed in this session. In our next session, we are going to learn different kinds of API available in the Android, which is called networking API, web API, and telephony API. So this concept we are going to continue in our next session. I hope this particular concept is properly cleared. This portion we have already completed in the offline session in the last lecture, but even though I have repeated it once again for those students we was not there in the lecture. Thank you all.